Hey everybody, this is Jan from In Sales Academy. In today's video, I'm going to show you why do you need outbound sales at your agency or software house, whether you're a founder or a senior business development executive or a marketing person. You'll definitely benefit from hearing this. So let's just dive into this. So this specifically applies to guys who are from Eastern Europe, whether that's Poland, Czech Republic, Romania, Bulgaria. The situation in the market is currently this. Most agencies get about 90 to 100% of their deals through referrals. If you think about it, if 90 to 100% of your deals come through referrals, there are a couple of problems with that. The first one is there's no way you can predict your cash flow because you cannot predict the referrals because they are unpredictable. They are the best channel to acquire a customer. By far, referrals are the best channel to acquire a customer, and you should always think in terms of referrals when you're doing sales. But most of the deals come through referrals, but maybe you do have some partnerships with Microsoft, maybe you have partnerships with other agencies in your space, maybe a bigger ones who are referring you some projects from like the US or some other type of arrangement, and that can be awesome. It's a good stable cash flow and everything works great. Problem there again is that those deals that they gave you are too small for them, or they have very low margins on profit. So you don't really make that much money. You keep your overhead covered and that's about it. So if you want to grow, these are not kind of the best strategies, but they should be implemented. Then there's inbound, right? If you think about it, there are agencies that I speak with every day who are investing in content marketing, in inbound, and it's a great channel. It takes some time, but if it really takes off, then you have a lot of potential leads coming in. And I know we work with one of the agencies who have almost 40 reviews on clutch.co, and this generates quite a lot of traffic. Now, what we noticed, even with sponsoring Clutch, with paying for gold, premiums and all that, the quality of leads is super poor, and this goes hand in hand with paid advertising. If you have a SEO or paid Facebook ads or something like that, and you're driving traffic for keywords, the same thing applies. If you're not looking for those low kind of value leads, the same thing applies. The people who come through the website through paid ads or through Clutch will oftentimes be trying to get a bargain or something like that. And if you're in a growth mode, they might not be the best fit for you, and they might not be actually qualified to work with you at all. This might be a person who has an idea for an app or something, but nothing else, and the scope of the project might really go out of hands. And we know that almost every agency had a project where they actually lost money, which is insane, right? So these are the inbound leads, and inbound leads should definitely be part of the overall machine. Take some time, but you can't just depend on inbound. Most clients who come through inbounds are shitty. So that's the current situation. Now, why outbound is maybe looked at like something bad or something like that? Well, I know there's a ton of companies who have tried it and failed, and many agencies who tried it and failed and will continue to try it and fail. But when done right, outbound is the only channel out of all of these which is predictable. It's the only channel where you can actually pick your ideal client, meaning you want to work with a healthcare startups. From now on, you have really good case studies and you think this niche is growing. Why not put a case study from the closest competitor together and reach out to the founder of that health tech startup and set up a meeting? Like, these are the things you should be thinking of. And we have clients who have, successfully implemented outbound strategies, whether with us or internally, and it can cover up to 30% of your annual revenue. So not everything, I'm not saying this is the best channel. It's not the best channel. The best is referrals, will always be. This is a referral business, right? But outbound will cover up to 25, 30, 35% of your revenue, which is quite a lot. Now, the problem is, of course, these leads are different than referrals, but the ideal case is that you can build your dream agency with this because you can actually pick your clients. For this, you need a clear strategy. This is what I hear every day. We need leads and we need more projects. Just give us leads or projects. Now, I know this sounds maybe corny, but I have a quote here. I don't like quotes, but I have one here. And it says, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Now, obviously, this means that why do you need the project? Why do you need the lead? Why do you want that? Why don't you want to build it your in-house, where if you want a project, you can just get it like that with your in-house team or using us. It doesn't matter. Why don't you want to build this in-house? Why do you always want to depend on somebody referring you projects? It's the worst strategy there is, because you really are in zero control of your company. And so I'd rather learn how to fish than have somebody give me fish all the time. Because what if that person goes away? What if your referral partner goes away? What if something happens and your pipeline dries out, right? So this is something you should be focused on, not just looking at projects or leads, but really, how can we build this in-house so that we never have to depend on anything like that? Let's cover some challenges when implementing outbound. So real quickly, before you do, you need a sales process, meaning you need to exactly know what happens on the discovery call, on the proposal call. You need a CRM. Most of the agencies in our region never have a CRM. They use Trello cards. There's no sales process because most leads come through referrals, these problems. There's no content. The website is kind of broken, but the content is not there in terms of case studies maybe. So there will be a need to implement some sort of content. And sales enablement means some sort of formal, tools like CRM and marketing automation will be required. Also outreach platform. Perhaps you'll need somebody who can really write well, some copywriter to write emails. And then you need to build a team, right? You need sales reps to handle those calls, to do the prospecting, discoveries, proposals, and that. And you need data partners as well. So this is what you need to implement outbound. And I know it's a lot, right? When you look at this, I just want you to shift your thinking from looking at outbound as something dirty, which many agencies do, and just look at it as another opportunity. I'm not saying you should choose us, but if you need help, you can definitely email me below at jan@salesacademy.com. I'll answer everything, any question you might have. We have companies where we implemented this whole process, and they were able to get projects, get leads, build their own in-house team, or just build a really strong machine with us together. And so we definitely think this is a big kind of space where companies are not utilizing what's available, especially in the agency space. You should focus on it, because the agencies who are successful, they all have outbound teams. The agencies which are not successful, they don't have it and they don't trust it. It's super funny if you look at it. The most successful agencies from Prague, from Warsaw, they all have outbound teams. They all have 7-8 people doing outbound. The other ones, they don't have it. So think about it. Why would that be true? Hit me up on the email and I'll see you next time. But